varsity hockey game between the International Falls Broncos and your Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Broncos, starting a goal tonight's sophomore goaltender, number 1, Mitchell Nemeth. And right defense, junior defense, number 3, Anthony Sari. And left defense, senior defense, number 19, Joe Glowak. Starting at right wing tonight, senior winger, number 21, Simon Paul. And left wing, junior winger, number 17, John Berger. And starting at center, junior center, number 6, Jackson Germain. And the remainder of the Broncos, head coach by George McDonald, assisted by Chad Baldwin, Eric Olson, and Terry Thompson. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. Starting at goal tonight, senior goaltender number 31, Corey Jewett. And right defense, senior defense, number 2, Carter Anderson. And left defense tonight, sophomore defense, number 6, Eric Sandborn. And right wing tonight, sophomore winger, number 7, Ethan Lund. And left wing, junior winger, number 24, Matt Edmonds. And starting at center tonight, sophomore center, number 3, Joe Allison. And the remainder of your Blue Jackets, head coach by Justin Tomberlin, assisted by Adam Schaefer, Jim Townley, A.J. Allison, and Ryan Hennig.
Similar situation. They've been outscored in their first period through their first 4 games by 8-3. Got a decent crowd on hand here for the home opener for the Blue Jackets. So hope it goes the Blue Jackets' way here tonight. Blue Jackets have a quick turnaround tomorrow as they'll take on a Roseau Rams squad at 1 o'clock tomorrow. It's always a tough matchup for the Blue Jackets. They'll take on Superior next Tuesday here at home. Then they'll be off for a week before they head to Cloquet and then back up to International Falls before Christmas. Both teams gathering around their goaltenders. See if the Blue Jackets can get out to a quick start here. And Germain on the draw, and we're about ready to get this one underway here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets, comes back to the blue line. Sandborn will pick it up. Cross-ice left wing pass to Anderson. He'll work it up to Edmonds. He gets it out to neutral. Loose puck near the blue line, and Edmonds knocks it down into the Broncos zone. Giving chase to Sari along the end wall. He'll battle with Lund for the puck. Lund trying to dig it loose, and coming away with that puck is Germain. Germain out to center, working down the right wing. He'll throw it towards the net. That bounces wide. At the half wall on the left side, Palm had it. Palm battles in behind the net. Knocked off his stick by Anderson. Anderson banks it off the right wing glass, but not out. Kept in at the left point by Erickson. Broncos finish up that line change. Here's Edmonds. He'll just flip it, and it's knocked down at center by Gonzalez. Gonzalez rattles it around, and it's going to be tipped by Lund out to neutral ice. Back to pick it up near his own blue line is Dremel for the Broncos. And here comes an icing as they tried to headman a pass to Wicklund, and it was behind him. Blue Jackets are led by senior Skylar Rhodes. He's got the lone goal for the Blue Jackets this year, and the lone assist goes to sophomore Blake Kreider in net. Corey Tuin, 0-1-0. Goals against 6. Save percentage, 88%. Face off now to the right of the goaltender, Demick. It's at the half wall on the left wing. Chipped off the glass, knocked down, shot put on. Nicely done, and a save by the goaltender. Booger was right there to get the shot off. Booger cycles it around to the left corner. Wicklund has it for the Broncos. He'll throw it out to neutral ice, and the loose puck kind of jumped over the stick of Skylar Rhodes. Ryder battles right there at the Bronco blue line. Shot sails wide from Rhodes. Chicky in behind the Bronco net. He's taken out of the play by Kaler. It'll trickle out to neutral. They'll push it to the Blue Jacket blue line. And getting back down after a check and still maintaining that puck is Beneke. Now the Blue Jackets come away with it. Here's Chicky to center. Chicky couldn't fight off the back check from Jordan Smith. Blue Jackets will do a line change just underway period 1. 14:53. No score. One shot for the Blue Jackets. Dumped down into the Blue Jackets zone, giving chase, and behind the net is Galley. Galley tried to clear, unable to do so. Behind the net is Rhodes. Rhodes will battle now into the right corner. Rhodes gets the puck right back, and a nice little give and go from Marshaw. Here's Rhodes. He'll send it in deep, and he'll get off the ice and complete the line change for the Blue Jackets. It's Sari with the puck. Sends it over to the right corner. Long pass out to center was tipped by the Broncos, but not much there for Besh and company. Pass out to center to Smith. Smith can't control the puck. Bouncing puck was right there. And at the blue line, it's poked off the stick of Besh by Carter Anderson. Quickly back the other way. A wrist shot as soon as he crosses the blue line by Kaler, and a glove save by Torrey Tuin. 13:53 to go, first period, no score. The Falls are led by junior Jackson Germain. He's got 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points. Sophomore Brady Wicklund, 2 goals, 3 helpers for 5 points. And junior Kyan Gonzalez, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. Nemec's in the nets. He's a sophomore. He's 0-2 on the year, 4.50 goals against, save percentage of 87%. Picked up in the Blue Jackets zone by Allison. Allison works it up to Lund. Popped up in the air right at center, and a loose puck grabbed by Germain and sent back in behind the Blue Jacket net. Carter Anderson picks it up for the Blue Jackets. Left wing pass to Edmonds. Pushed out to neutral by Allison and then chipped right back in by the Broncos' Erickson. Sanborn picks it up, circles the net, tries to work it up on the right wing, and it's a little high. Lund couldn't get to it, but it does come back all the way into the Broncos zone. Here's Palm. Palm, he'll send it in deep from center. Tuin stops it in behind the net. Carter Anderson picked it up. Tried to fight off the back check. Didn't work so well. Now near the right wing half wall. Comes out to the blue line. Shots blocked by Lund. And then sent by Palm over in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone as the Broncos will do a line change with 12:45 to go first period. Big hit by Edmonds on Gonzalez right there at the Blue Jacket blue line. Thrown right on net as the Blue Jackets race to do the line change. Blue Jackets momentarily had it. Hooger at the blue line couldn't quite control it. Centering pass, it's knocked away. Hooger with the puck. Hooger banked it off the right wing boards to center, and it's going to be dumped right back in by the Broncos. Picked up behind the net, knocked off the stick of Galley. There's a shot put on and a save by Tua. Now to center with the puck. It's Freider. Rolls in behind the Bronco net. Freider with the puck comes away with it, then taken out of the play. And the Broncos push it back out to neutral ice. Skylar Rhodes right in front of the Bronco bench, sends it off the right wing wall, back down deep. Blue Jackets will do a line change with 11:41 to go in their first period. Palm gets tangled up at center. It actually wasn't Palm, that was Smith. But that was a nice play by Marshall. Shot from the right circle is deflected wide. And now it's going to roll all the way into the Blue Jacket zone, and we should have an icing, and we do. 11:21 to go first period. No score. Shots 2-1 in favor of the Blue Jackets. Marshak will take the draw. And it's going to be knocked in the left corner. Getting there first for it's going to be Kaler. He'll just rattle it around the boards. It's going to come all the way back down in the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up, Sanborn sends it to Anderson in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. He'll bank it off the end boards. Unable to clear. Now Marshak banked out the right wing boards. We get a 2-on-1 if we get moving as he'll work it over. Nice try though as they got it to Sorensen and tried to get it back to Marshak, and it was broken up by the Broncos. Carrying it across with speed as Tucker held. Oh, that hit the side of the net by Besh as he just tried to center it. And it's knocked back into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone with 10:34 to go in the first period. In behind the Blue Jacket net. It's just going to be tipped by Sanborn. Blue Jackets try to clear the zone. They get it to center. Sent right back into the Blue Jacket zone. Centering pass. Nice tie up by Lund. Just breaking down the middle was Borger. In behind the net now. Palm with it. Palm. Bottom of the right circle. Palm circling. Throws it towards the net. Cleared away by the Blue Jackets and backhanded by Sorensen down the ice. Line change coming up for the Blue Jackets. 9:57 to go in our first period. There is no score. Shots 2-1. Favor of Blue Jackets. Lund took it away. Gets a shot up. Gets another shot up. And it's a goal. That was all Lund as he took it away from the defenseman. That would be Glowak. And then got the shot off. The initial save. And then he just kept pounding at it. And Lund is going to pick up his first varsity goal ever. And the Blue Jackets lead 1-0. 7:13 time of the goal. Knocked down into the Blue Jacket zone. We'll see if we get any assists on that. And net came off its mooring. We got a cross check coming up on the Blue Jackets. Oh, they're going to give it to Allison.
He's assisted by number 24, Matt Edmonds. Allison from Edmonds. Time of the goal, 7:13.
7:26 is the time of the penalty for the Blue Jackets. And going off for the cross check is Rose.
I penalty of the Blue Jackets, number 13, Skylar Rose. 2-minute minor for cross checking. Rose.
Balls are on the power play. Their power play, 12.5%, 1 for 8. Blue Jacket penalty kill at 60%, 4 for 10. There's a shot that sails high from the left circle up over the top of the net. That puck came all the way out near the right point, sent deep once again, though, by Glowak. There's the shot, blocked in front. Palm camped out, but tied up by Anderson. Puck trickles out to neutral ice. Now it's back at the Bronco blue line. Glowak has to go back, circle in his own zone. Palm will pick up the loose puck at center. He's ridden off the play by Chicky. And Glowak will backpedal to the Bronco blue line and try to set it up again with 1:05 to go in that power play. Germain with the puck out near the right point. Sends it rattling around the boards. It's going to come to Carter Anderson. And he'll just fire it down the ice. And it got deflected up and out of play. 53 seconds to go in the Bronco power play. Blue Jackets lead 1-0 on the Allison goal. I thought Lund took that next whack at it, but Joe was there as well. And he picks up the goal. Face off to the right of Tuin, controlled by the Blue Jackets. Here's Lund. But what set that play up, it was all Lund as he took it away from Gloak and got the initial shot off. There's a shot deflected up and out of play. Lund got a piece of it on that wrister from Jordan Smith out near the right point. 40 seconds to go here in that power play for the Broncos. Face off this time will be to the left of Torrey Tuin. There's a shot that's blocked again by the Blue Jackets. Near the right wing half wall in the Blue Jackets zone. And we got a penalty coming up. And this time it's going to go on the Blue Jackets. And it'll be on Galley. For a trip. So it's a 5-on-3 for 14 seconds. This will come at 9:12. Carter Anderson battles along the wall, gets drilled by Palm into the corner. Here's Palm, right circle. Out to the blue line. Trying to set it up for Wickland. Now it's back to a 5-on-4. Coming the other way, though, is Chicky, shorthanded. Oh, we got a penalty coming up on Gloak. Should be for us. Whoop, okay, it is. Gloak had a hook on Chicky as he tried to cut in towards the goaltender. And this will come at 9:41. So we'll do a little 4-on-4 hockey. Blue Jackets will have a brief 28-second power play when it's all said and done. Face off to the right of the goaltender, Nemec. And behind the net is Freider. Freider, tried to pull the trigger on that and was tied up at the last moment by Sari. And it's fired down the ice. It's going to be an icing on the Broncos. 7:04 to go in our first period. 1-0 Blue Jackets. Shots now 5-1 in favor of the Blue Jackets here tonight. Face off now to the left of Nemec. Tied up in the circle and then knocked along the end wall by the Broncos. In behind the net was Sari. He turns it over. Battling for that puck is Freider. And it's tipped by a diving Freider, but it's going to roll into the Blue Jackets zone where Gonzalez picks it up. And he sends it right through the crease. Fortunately for us, no one was home. They were all tied up. Chicky had it poked off his stick right at the Bronco blue line. And the Broncos will flip it into the Blue Jackets zone. Still 48 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. With the puck at center. Carrying it across is Wickland. Wickland in behind the Blue Jacket net. Wickland battling with Rhodes. Gets it for a one-timer to the blue line. And that one's knocked down. Freider tried to work it back over to his teammate, Chicky, and that's taken away. Here's Wickland once again. Wickland tries to get by Carter Anderson. Wickland into the right corner. Wickland circles. Wickland. High slot shot. Sails wide. Palm in behind the Blue Jacket net. Comes away with it. Back to Wickland left circle. Can't get much on it. And it almost went in. I don't know what happened there. I can't believe that got by Tuin, but it hit the post, and diving in there to keep it out too as well was Carter Anderson. Boy, did we dodge a bullet on that one. 8 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Blue Jackets on the power play this year, 0 for 7. Penalty kill coming up for the Falls, 81%. They've given up 2 and 11 kills. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. It was to the right of Tuin. And now the shot blocked in front. Blue Jackets have a 27-plus second power play. Here's Lund, right wing half wall. Trying to set it up. Shot by Edmonds from the right circle is high. At the half wall, Skyler pinches down left side. Allison in the left corner. Allison tied up by Kaler. Trying to help out and dig it loose is Edmonds. Allison with it. Tried a centering pass. That's knocked away. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Again, Allison tried to center it, and that's cleared away by the Broncos. They'll work it up on the near boards to Glowak. Out to center, they tried to hook up Germain. It was in his skates, and it's going to be dumped into the Blue Jacket zone by Borger. Tipped out to neutral by Edmonds and dumped right back into the Blue Jacket zone. 4:55 to go, period one. Hibbing Chisholm 1, International Falls nothing. Sounds like Hermantown's beating up on Eden Prairie. There's a shot from the right circle put on by Dremel and a nice save by Tuin. Bouncing puck, and again it's knocked in this time. We couldn't clear it away. It's Braden Dremel, the junior, that knocked in that loose puck in front of the net, and we're tied at 1. .12:23 is the time of the tying goal for Dremel. That bouncing puck was laying right there. For Dremel, that's his first of the year. We'll get the assist on it, but
scoring goal for the Broncos, number 15, Braden Dremel. Assisted by number 9, Brady Wicklund, and number 12, Ian Gonzalez. Dremel.
So Wicklund and Gonzalez on the assist.
Time of goal, 12:23.
And just like that, we're knotted up at 1. Shots 5-4 in favor of the Blue Jackets. Puck in the left circle. Shot sails wide off the stick of Sorensen. At the right wing half wall, Tomberlin tried to tie it up. Broncos push it out to center. Carter Anderson banks it off the right wing boards. Back in behind the net. Delayed offside big time. 4:09 to go first period. 1-1. Hibbing Chisholm and International Falls. Coming up in between periods, we'll review our first period stats, and we'll check in with some of them scores from some of them interesting matchups in boys hockey here tonight. In the Broncos zone, left wing half wall, battling for the puck. Getting there first in the left corner now is Erickson for the Broncos, but Freider's right there to battle. Chicky, left wing half wall. Still battling for the puck. Coming off the boards was Hooger. That puck got poked, and it's bouncing around near Chicky. He'll just send it around near the right corner. Freider will battle with Kaler. Kaler comes away with it. Kaler flips it out to center, knocked down by Rhodes. He'll golf it right back into the left corner of the Broncos zone. And a whistle. 3:29 to go. He'll be at center. I didn't see what the indication for the whistle was, so we'll have a face-off at center ice. 3:29 to go. Period 1, tied at 1. Chipped in by Edmonds. Broncos push it right back out to neutral ice. Edmonds gets run over. Borger just ran over a couple of Blue Jackets. And Borger just took out Edmonds. Or Lund, excuse me. There's a shot put on by Edmonds. Low in the left circle and a save by Nemec. Carter Anderson's wrist shot from the left point. Gets through traffic as directed away from the net by the goaltender Nemec. Anderson, left point. He'll send it deep. Rattle it around the boards. Lund sends it back into the right corner. Now comes out to the right point. Wrist shot that got through traffic, but it was wide. Sanborn couldn't get it through all that traffic. There's a shot put on from the blue line by Jermaine Arister, and it was a blocker saved by Tuin. Carter Anderson, his own right corner, throws it out to center, try to long pass to Lund. Bouncing puck, Lund's going to pick it up. He'll send it in deep into the Broncos zone. Blue Jackets will do a line change with 2:10 to go in period 1. And a loose puck turned over. Trying to get the shot off as he was going one way and trying to shoot it the other way was Carter Anderson, and it just went by the net. In behind the net, it's Tomberlin. Tomberlin into the right corner. Tomberlin battles. Loose puck's going to be grabbed and centered right in front of the shot put on by Sorensen, and a save by Nemec. Puck still bouncing around loose. Backhand by Tomberlin. Couldn't get through traffic. Tomberlin a wraparound. That didn't work. Oh, and unable to hold the zone on the clearing attempt was Galley. He'll have to go back in his own zone. He loses an edge. And we got a penalty coming up. Cross check. And this one's going to go on Kaler. Blue Jackets going on power play number 2. .15:28. Time of the penalty. Face off to right of Nemec. Out to the blue line to Schuyler. Left wing half wall. Left circle. Shots blocked. And Chicky tried to get the wrist shot through. And cleared down the ice by the Broncos. Rhodes will pick it up in his own left corner. He'll circle the net. Left wing pass to Anderson. Anderson gets it out to center, and it's knocked off the stick of Chicky, but Rhodes is right there to pick it up. Rhodes brings it into the zone. Gets Hooger, his shot's blocked. Comes right to Anderson out near the right point. He'll send it in front of the net. Bouncing puck. And where is it? Still loose, but there's the whistle. It was loose to the right of Nemec, but the ref lost sight of it, so blew the whistle. Minute 19 to go into power play. 50.9 seconds to go here in period number 1. All tied up at 1. Allison will take the draw to the right of Nemec and wins the draw. Rhodes, and it's poked off his stick, comes out to center, back to pick it up. Carter Anderson into his own blue line, works it up to Lund. Lund carries it across, he's got some help. Edmonds right in front, shot it up over the top of the net. He had a wide open look at the goaltender and cleared down the ice by the Broncos with 30 seconds to go in the period. Rhodes picks it up in his own left corner. Again, circles his net. 24 seconds to go in the period. Cross ice pass in the right wing to Lund. Back to Rhodes. Left wing pass to Anderson. Here's Anderson. Carries it in behind the Bronco net. Circles around. Centering front to Lund. It was in his skates, and he had to stop and try to find it. Otherwise, he could have possibly pulled the trigger from the slot. Well, that'll do it for period number 1. We're all knotted up at 1 here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Entertaining first period for sure. Blue Jackets, though, will have themselves a 28-second power play to open up period number 2. But after 1 here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, Hibbing Chisholm 1 and International Falls 1. You are listening to Blue Jacket Hockey right here on 106.3 WMFG.
All the teddy bears tossed on the ice tonight will go to children to help children during this holiday season. So go ahead and toss the teddy bears.
After 1 period here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, we're knotted up at 1. Blue Jackets got on board first at 7:13. It was Allison picking up his first of the year, banging home a rebound. Edmonds got the assist. But that whole play was set up by Lund as he took it away from Glowak to the right of the goaltender, Nemec. Got the initial shot off. I thought he hit the rebound, but Allison's the one that put it in. So congratulations to Joe Allison picking up his first goal of the year and his first varsity goal. And it's 1-0. Then at 12:23, International Falls, Dremel gets the rebound by Torrey Tuin. Dremel picks up his first of the year for the Broncos. Wickland and Gonzalez on the assist. And that tied it up at 1, and that's where we're at after one period of play. 4 penalties in that period. Blue Jackets 2 for 4 minutes, and the Broncos 2 for 4 minutes. In fact, the Blue Jackets will open period number 2 with the man advantage for 28 more seconds. Shots in the first period, all Blue Jackets. They outshot the Broncos 12-4, which translates into 11 saves for Nemec and 3 for Tuin through one period of play. So things so far are looking good. After one period of play over in Greenway, in Coleraine, I should say, Greenway has a 1-0 lead over St. Cloud Cathedral. After 2 down in Eden Prairie, it's Hermantown 4 and Eden Prairie 2. Let's see if we can pick up a couple more of these scores here. In Rapids, Roseau on top of Grand Rapids by a score of 2-0. No score yet coming out of Virginia for that War Road Virginia Mountain Arm Buell game, nor are there any scores for Evelyn Gilbert at Northern Lakes. So there you go. After 2, it's 4-2 Hermantown over Eden Prairie. After 1, in Coleraine, Greenway with the lead over St. Cloud Cathedral by a score of 1-0. They haven't even resurfaced the ice yet because I didn't realize that it was a teddy bear toss night. So a bunch of teddy bears went flying out on the ice. Took them a while to clean them all up, and now we're going to have to get the ice resurfaced. So it's going to be a tad bit of a delay here in getting our second period underway. So let's take another quick break. We'll come back and we'll look at more stuff and the latest Let's Play Hockey Poll rankings and much more. It's all coming your way after one period of play here from the... What do I got going on in this computer? I just pulled out of that page and somehow Word popped up. I'm like, okay, where did my thing go that I need to, play the commercials from? Anyway, after 1 from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, our score. Hibbing Chisholm 1, International Falls 1. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey right here on KQ North 106.3 WMFG. Hibbing, a service of Midwest Communication. After one period of play here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, it's all knotted up at 1 between Hibbing Chisholm and International Falls. As the Blue Jackets got a goal from Allison to open up the scoring. And a little over 5 minutes later, Dremel got the goal for the Broncos to tie it up. And that's where we are after one period of play. Blue Jackets, when they come out in the second period, will still have 28 seconds of a power play as Kaler went off late for a cross-check for the Broncos. Taking a look at how they did the latest rankings that came out on the 5th in Let's Play Hockey. In Class A, number 1 is Hermantown. Number 2 is St. Cloud Cathedral. 3, Alexandria. 4, Montemedi. 5, East Grand Forks. 6 is Greenway. 7, Thief River. 8, Orono. 9, War Road. And 10, Mankato East. Now, in addition to Hermantown and Greenway being on that list at 1 and 6 respectively, Section 7 also has 3 more teams in the top 20. Virginia comes in at 14, Denfeld at 15, and Evelyn Gilbert at 20. Over on the AA side, your top 10 are Minnetonka at 1, followed by Duluth East, Edina, Andover, and St. Thomas Academy, 1 through 5. At 6 is Eden Prairie, Maple Grove, Hillmurray, Cretin-Durham Hall, and 10th is Wayzata. Should also mention this too. In Bantam AA's, Hermantown's ranked 15th, Grand Rapids 17th. In Bantam A, Denfeld is ranked 2nd. In Bantam B1, in 17th is Two Harbors, 18th is Hermantown. In Pee Wee AA, it's Hermantown at 6, Duluth East at 11, Grand Rapids at 17. Pee Wee A, coming in at 16 is Proctor. And in the girls' side of things, 15 UA, number 2 Proctor Hermantown, 12 UA is Duluth in the 9th slot, and 12 UB in 2nd is Moose Lake. All those were released on 12-5 by Let's Play Hockey. Taking a look at the Iron Range Conference, Greenway and Evelyn Gilbert and Virginia all tied with 2 points each. Greenway's 1-0 in IRC play. Evelyn Gilbert's 1-0 in IRC play. Virginia Mountain Arm Buell's 1-1. This is the first IRC matchup for the Blue Jackets. And then International Falls is 0-2 in Iron Range Conference play. Take another quick break here. Come back and hopefully we'll get this period going pretty soon. But after one period of play, the Blue Jackets and the International Falls Broncos, they're all knotted up at one. Is Blue Jacket hockey right here on your home. For Blue Jacket Sports, it's 106.3 WMFG.
Your home for Blue Jacket Sports.
And the Broncos are back out on the ice. The Blue Jackets should follow them, and we'll get period number 2 underway. Taking a quick look at how the section is stacking up at the moment. Got a couple of unbeaten teams in the section. In Duluth-Denfeld, they're 2-0 in section play, and actually they're 4-0 overall. Evelyn Gilbert's 1-0 in section play. They're 3-1 on the young season. Greenway, 1-1 in section play, 2-1 overall. Same for Virginia Mountain Arm Buell, 1-1 in 7A play, 2-1 overall. Hermantown has yet to play a section game. They're 1-1 overall. North Shore is 2-1 in 7A play, 2-3 overall. Proctor 0-1 in the section, 1-2 overall. The Falls 0-2, 1-3 overall. Blue Jackets have yet to play a section game other than tonight. They're 0-2 overall. And Ely 0-1 in section play, 0-4 overall. Both squads are out on the ice. We'll get second period action underway. Again, the Blue Jackets will have 28 seconds of a power play yet to open up period number 2. And it's late in the third. And Eden Prairie is still trailing Hermantown by a score of 4-2. And over in Greenway handling second-ranked St. Cloud Cathedral. Well, I wouldn't say they're handling them, but they are ahead after one period by a score of 1-0. And here we go. Both teams over by their benches. Cheerleaders clearing off the ice, and second period action's about to begin. Again, a reminder, tomorrow the boys will be hosting Roseau. That's a 1 o'clock face-off. We'll have a pregame right around 12:40, 12:45. Out for the Blue Jackets is going to be that front line of Lund, Allison, and Edmonds back on D. It'll be Rhodes and Anderson out on the power play. On the penalty kill, it's Palm, along with Germain, Glowak, and Sari. And off the face-off, Palm sends it deep. 20 seconds to go in that power play. Tuin stops it. Rhodes picks it up behind his own net. And we're underway here for period number 2. Works it up to Lund. Here's Lund to the right circle. Lund stops at the half wall, right side. Gets it out to Rhodes, right point. Back to Lund. 4 seconds to go in the power play. Wrist shot, tipped in front. And getting a piece of it was Nemec. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Lund at the half wall on the right wing, battles for the puck. Puck's loose in the right circle, and now it's cleared out, but it's right into the skates of Germain. Germain into the Blue Jacket blue line, tried to work at the palm, broken up by Lund. Rhodes with it. Ridden off the play right at his own blue line. Edmonds there to help out. And the bouncing puck's picked up at neutral ice by Rhodes. He'll send it in on net. Nemec will stop it. Line change, Blue Jackets. 1 minute into period number 2. And it's tied at 1 between Hibbing Chisholm and International Falls. Doug Dietrich here, glad to have you along on a Friday night. A little bit of a chilly one, but overall not bad for, the 7th of December. Could be a lot worse. Into the left corner, here's Freider. Now the puck rolls to the right corner, and trying to dig it loose is Hooger. Hooger comes away with it. And Hooger ridden off the play. Nicely done by Glowak for the Broncos. Fired back out to neutral ice. Sanborn had it. Tried to get it over to his teammate. It was deflected. Play continues at neutral ice. With the puck is Sari. Gets it to the Blue Jacket blue line. Hooger tried to work it up to Chicky. Loose puck's picked up by Gonzalez. Gonzalez across the blue line. Gets a shot off and a save by Tuin. Puck comes to the left wing half wall. Now it's cycled down in the left corner. Broncos trying to set something up. Out to the blue line. Sari's wrist shot's blocked by Hooger. But then Sari took it away. Top of the left circle. His shot's blocked by Sanborn. Sanborn felt that one. 14:50 to go in period 2. Tied at 1. Cleared away by the Blue Jackets. Freider. It's going to be picked up by Anderson. Anderson into the Broncos zone. Tied up by Sari. Big check by Hooger behind the net on Dremel, who has the lone Bronco goal here tonight. Puck's knocked into the Blue Jackets zone. Broncos will do a line change. Left wing half wall. Giving chase for the Blue Jackets with Lehman. They'll work it up on the far side, trying to connect with Sorensen. Knocked back in behind the Blue Jacket net. Rhodes is there. Rhodes banks it off the far boards to Sorensen. Sorensen down the left side. He's to the Bronco blue line. He'll tip it in. Blue Jackets will do a line change in the process. And it's brought out to center ice. Stick handling with the puck is Besh. Comes to the Blue Jacket blue line. Jumps over Sorensen's stick. And it's going to be sent by Erickson as he goes spinning. It's into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. 13:40 to go period 2. Tied at 1. Hibbing Chisholm, International Falls, breaking down the left wing. For the Blue Jackets was Marshall, but it was an icing on the wrong side of center. 13:34 to go here in period number 2. Tied at 1. Goals by Allison for the Blue Jackets, Dremel for the Broncos. Shots 14-5 now in favor of the Blue Jackets. Face off to the left of Tuin. That one's won by Germain. Comes to the right point. Broncos centered around to the left wing half wall. Pinching down is Glowak. Kept it alive though as Germain to the blue line. Sends it to the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Along the end wall. Now from the corner. Borger. And it's taken away by the Blue Jackets. Here's Edmonds into the Broncos zone down the left wing. It's going to leave it for Allison at the half wall on the left side. Out to the blue line. Wrist shot got through traffic. A nice wrister by Galley, and a nice save by Nemec. 13:02 to go. Period number 2. Tied at 1. Shots now up to 15-5. Face-off coming up to the right of Nemec. Marshall will take that draw against Dremel. And Marshall gets tossed. So now coming in to take the draw, it's going to be Sorensen. And the puck's going to come out to neutral ice. Poked off the stick of Gonzalez. Rolls back to the Broncos zone, where they'll bounce it off the right wing boards and then sent deep by Wicklund. Back to pick it up is Carter Anderson for the Blue Jackets. He's ridden off the play along the end boards. Sorensen battles into the right corner. And a slap shot by Dremel from the right circle sails way wide. Quickly back the other way, it's Marshall. He's got some help trying to set up Sorensen. Sorensen, as that pass was a little behind him, but then it came right to him off a deflection. But then his shot was blocked from the circle. And coming in to goal. Just like that, the Broncos go on top by a score of 2-1. Breaking in from the right side and picking up the loose puck in the circle is Wicklund. And the Broncos find themselves on top for the first time tonight. That's only a 4:42. And for Wicklund, that would be his third of the year.
Unassisted goal for the Broncos, number 9, Brady Wicklund. Wicklund, unassisted, having the ball for 42.
So it's 2-1 Broncos after the turnover, and he skated in from that right circle and was able to just get it right by, kept it on the ice, and got by 2 and into the back of the net. Into the Bronco right corner. Chicky tries to set up Freider. Here's Freider making some moves. Left circle rolls off his stick to the end wall. He regains control. Trying to get it back out to the blue line, and it's knocked down by the Broncos. Palm carries it across. Palm can't get by Sanborn. In the left circle, backhand shot put on Sales wide up the stick of Borger. Trying to clear it, but Kaler kept it alive. Throws it on net, saved by Tuin. International Falls, 11:24 to go here in our second period. Shots, 15-7 now in favor of the Blue Jackets. Face off to the left of Tuin. Allison on that draw, battling with Bash. Slap shot from the right point, deflected out into neutral ice, and then it's going to be fired back in by Anthony Sari, the junior defenseman for the Broncos. Allison along the end boards in the Blue Jacket zone, sends it to the left corner. Now it bounces out to the left circle. They'll set it up to Sari, left point. Centered in front and tied up nicely. And we got a penalty coming up, I think. Nope, net came off its mooring. I thought maybe they're going to try to get Allison for that little wrestling match he had tied up in front of the net. Good job by Joe Allison to tie up the Bronco player in front of the net because they centered it right into the slot. So the faceoff's going to come now to the right of Tuin. With 10:59 to go, period two, Broncos lead 2-1. Cleared around by Lehman. Loose puck's going to be gathered in by Allison. They'll have to regroup. Rolls off Lundstick at center. Goes into the Broncos zone. Bouncing puck. Edmonds will send it in. Knocked down by Sari in their own right circle of the Broncos zone. They'll send it around to the far boards to Kaler. Back to Sari along the end wall. Sari, left wing pass. Sets it up for Hell. He just bounces it off the boards and it's knocked into the Blue Jacket zone. Giving chase is Bash. Bash battles in behind the net. Now he'll chase it into the right corner. And going into the corner with him is Lehman. Comes out near the right wing half wall where it's tied up by a host of Broncos. Broncos come away with it. Wrist shot from the right point. Saved by Tuin. Kicked it over into the left corner. Lund can't clear. Sari kept it alive at the left point. And right there to keep it alive again was Hell. Now the Blue Jackets bank it off the left wing boards. It's going to go down to the Bronco blue line. Broncos now with the lead seem to have a little bit of jump going here. Carrying it the other way is Wickley. He's got the goal in the slot and he shot it just wide. Cleared out to neutral. Tomberlin couldn't do anything with it. Checked off the play at center by Glowak. Dumped right back into the Blue Jacket zone. Anderson battles in behind the net. Here's Anderson with the puck. Anderson chipped off the boards. It comes out the center to Tomberlin. He'll backhand it down in. Blue Jackets, I'm assuming, are going to attempt a line change here at the moment. Marshaw into the left corner for the Blue Jackets in the Broncos zone. Now Tomberlin's there as well, but the Broncos come away with it. Glowak, long cross-ice pass that's tipped up into the Bronco bench. That came off the stick of Michael Galley. 9 minutes exactly to go here in period number two. It's a 2-1 lead for the Broncos. Blue Jackets are out shooting the Broncos 15-8. Face off at neutral ice, just outside the Bronco zone. And knocked in. Here's Freider. Carry it in behind the net. Freider a centering pass. And the net came off its mooring. Just as they were going to try to set it up for Galley out at the left D. Face off to the right of Nemec. Chicky on the draw, wins it, comes to Galley. Galley's going to carry it down to the left corner. He's going to cut towards the net, centering pass. Tried to set it up, and he just couldn't connect with Hooger. Galley again chips down, sends it in the left corner. The Broncos will send it to the right corner. Freider bounces off the boards with Sari. Sari comes away with the puck. Sari for the Broncos. Cross-ice pass is directed by Borger into the Blue Jacket zone with 8:25 to go in period number two. Freider gets it back out to neutral ice. takes a hit from Sari. Bounced off the left wing boards out to center to Borger, and Borger takes a check from Chicky. Chicky took it away. Loose puck, Palm has it. Carries it into the Blue Jackets zone. Palm had it poked off his stick by Galley. A lot of Blue Jackets losing an edge all of a sudden here. Shot from the right circle is blocked. Puck's in behind the Blue Jacket net. Giving chase, trying to dig that puck loose for the Blue Jackets is Skylar Rhodes. And now finally picked up in the left circle for the Blue Jackets. It's Hooger. Here's Hooger into the Broncos zone. He's cut off at the pass by Glowak. But Chicky picks it up in the right corner. Centering pass comes out in front. Hooger, a shot. And Freider took a whack at it. And the puck's still loose in front. And finally Nemec dives to his right to freeze it. Blue Jackets had some chances there. They just couldn't find the back of the net. You got 7:34 to go in period 2. And International Falls with the lead 2-1. Face off to the right of Nemec. Allison on the draw, wins the draw again. And the shot's blocked. Backhand right in on net, though, by Edmonds, and a left pad save by the goaltender Nemec. From the right corner, the Broncos send it to the left corner. They'll try to break it out. It's Glowak, and Ed Lund almost took it away. Comes out to neutral ice. Now the Broncos have it. At center, it's Tucker Hell. His wrist shot, kind of handcuffed to him, but he made the save. Over near the right wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Edmonds tries to dig it out. Now it's into the right corner. Allison works it up. Quickly down the ice come the Blue Jackets. Lund ridden off the play near the right corner by Schultz for the Broncos. Glowak with the puck. And he turned it over, but no one was in the slot. That would have been a prime opportunity. Here's Edmonds. Carter Anderson with the blast from near the left wing half wall, and the glove saved by Nemec. 6:37 to go. Period number 2. It's a 2-1 Bronco lead. Doug Dietrich here, bringing you all the action. Marshak will take the draw with Dremel to the right of Nemec. And it's tied up in the circle. And it's cleared down the ice by the Broncos. It's going to have an angle right in on 2-2. So he'll whip it off the near boards. Comes out the center, and it's golfed right back in by Sari of the Broncos. Bounces off the stick of Sorensen. Now into the left corner. Rhodes tried to work it up to Tomberlin. Marshall with it. Pushes it into the Broncos zone. Sorensen gives chase. Now it's in the left corner. Marshall and Erickson tied up now near the left wing half wall. Coming in to help out Tomberlin. Also Wicklund for the Broncos. Big scrum comes out to the blue line, and the shot put on, but it's deflected as Lehman tried to wrist her from near the left point. Marshall with it. He takes a big hit. To the right circle, giving chase is Tomberlin. Tomberlin just going to tie it up with 5:35 to go. Comes out to the right point. And that shot just didn't quite get through. A nice wrister low to the ice by Rhodes, though. I like that approach to it. But it hit somebody in front of the net. Dumped down in, icing them by the Blue Jackets. We got 5:21 to go, period number 2. It's a 2-1 Bronco lead on a goal by Wicklund here, unassisted, in the second period at 4:42. Face off to the right of Tuin. Chicky will take the draw against Palm. And we got another whistle. And Chicky's going to get tossed. Taking a face off was Hooger. Slap shot from the blue line. I don't know if that got through or not. A nice little blast by junior defenseman Travis Kaler. Into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Freider banks it off the left wing boards. It's going to roll down into the Bronco zone. No icing. Back to pick it up is Kaler. Kaler off the near boards. Tipped out the center by Palm. Right there is Anderson to send it deep once again. It'll rattle around into the left corner. Broncos work it up on the far side. It's out to center. Loose puck's going to be grabbed, though, for the Blue Jackets and sent right back in by Chicky. And Nemec will just hold on to it. 20-10 now, shots on goal in favor of the Blue Jackets, but they're down by a goal, 2-1 here, with 4:40 to go in period number 2. I should mention in girls hockey earlier tonight down in Woodbury, Evelyn Gilbert and Woodbury skated to a 3-3 overtime tie. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets, center around into the right corner, now near the right wing half wall in the Broncos zone. Hermantown, it's a final in Eden Prairie. They get the victory, 5-3. Dump down into the Blue Jacket zone. Cleared back out to the Bronco blue line. Glowak with it. He'll send it cross ice on the near side to Scholes. And then it's tipped right back in by Edmonds into the right corner of the Bronco zone. Cleared down the ice by the Broncos. Icing coming up with 3:54 to go in period number 2. Again, the Broncos lead by a score of 2-1. So far, penalty-free in this period. Both teams had 2 for 4 minutes in period number 1. Face off to the left of Nemec, won by the Blue Jackets. Carter Anderson's wrister from the right point sails just wide. Prider tried a shot from the left wing half wall, hits skates. It's going to roll into the right corner of the Broncos zone. Marshall trying to dig it loose. It's out near the right point. Marshall kept it alive. He'll carry it down the right wing wall, takes a check from Sari and goes down. Loose puck, Tucker Hill, cross ice, sets it up. Here's Smith. Smith, right circle, cuts in, throws it in front of the net. Bouncing around, puck still and they scored. I'm not sure who knocked it in on that one, but it's a Bronco goal, and they now lead 3-1 on 12 shots on goal. We'll get the scoring on that because I have no idea who knocked it in. This will come at 13:37. It was initially started by Smith, but there was another Bronco down there banging away at it, so we'll see who gets credited with this goal.
Broncos number 8, Tucker Hill. Assisted by number 10, Justin Bish. And number 11, Jordan Smith. Hill, Ramesh, and Smith. Time of goal, 13:37.
Well, there you go. It's Hill picking up the goal. I'm pretty sure that's his first of the year. And it is. And it makes it a 3-1 game. Shots 20-12 in the Blue Jackets' favor. They just have not been able to capitalize on what opportunities they've had here in the second period. Kept alive at the blue line. Wrist shot. Rhodes saved. Nemec. Oh, and then it trickles off his body and goes just beyond the post. Playing along the end boards in the Broncos zone. Sari comes away with it. 2:34 to go, period 2. Broncos lead 3-1. Backhanded into the Blue Jackets zone. Tuin will stop it in behind the net. They try to work it to Hooger, who tips it down the ice. Giving chase is Dremel for the Broncos. He'll circle his own net. Works it up on the far right wing side. It's going to roll to the Blue Jacket blue line. Gonzalez had it momentarily. It's in the high slot. Shot and a big right pad save. Kicked into the near corner by Tuin. Cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. Bouncing puck. Sari back to get it. Lund battling with him near the right wing half wall in the Broncos zone. The Blue Jackets come away with it. Allison, then it rolls off his stick, and quickly back the other way comes Gonzalez. Poked off his stick near the Blue Jacket blue line. Little give and go. Didn't work for Anderson and Lund. Here comes Lund. He'll battle into the Bronco right corner with Dremel. Now along the end wall. Coming in to help out is Allison. He's got the lone Blue Jacket goal. He's tied up by Kaler. 1:24 to go in the period. Lund still battling to try to get that puck. Now it's knocked into the left corner of the Broncos zone. And it'll trickle out to neutral ice, and it's going to be knocked off the stick of Sanborn by Gonzalez. Now the puck's out near the Blue Jacket blue line, and Edmonds out to center. Edmonds brings it across on the left side. Blue Jackets will change up their line with just under a minute to go in period 2, but the Broncos score 2 second period goals and at the moment lead 3-1. Banked off the glass to the Blue Jacket blue line, and with the puck is Bash. Bash's shot hits the pipe. 40 seconds to go in the period. Blue Jackets are going to have to really regroup here in the third period. 21-13 shots on goal in favor of the Broncos, and they seem to be playing at a much better pace at the moment. Smith's shot from the right circle deflected in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. 22 seconds to go in the period. Carter Anderson from his own right corner just fires it down the ice to get the icing so he can get some fresh legs out there for the last 15 seconds of the period. Face off to the left of Tuin. Right point. Shots blocked. In the slot. Coming away with it for the Blue Jackets. And then two Blue Jacket players run into each other. That was Tomberlin and Anderson. And the Broncos just fire it back into the Blue Jacket zone. We got 1 second to go. That'll do it for period 2.
In the second period for
well, it's not really how we wanted that period to go. But when we had the opportunity, we just couldn't seem to get the puck by Nemec. Meanwhile, not a whole lot of shots put on in that period by the Broncos, but 2 of them found the back of the net. And after 2 periods of play, the Broncos lead by a score of 3-1. Second intermission's on the way. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey right here on 106.3 WMFG. After 2 periods of play here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, it's a 3-1 International Falls Bronco lead. They scored twice in that period to go ahead. And that first goal came at 4:42, was unassisted as Wickland took it away, came in off the right side, kept it low to the ice, and got it by Tuin. That's his 3rd goal of the year. That made it 2-1. And then Hell at 13:37 picks up his first of the year for the Broncos. Bashan Smith on the assist. That made it 3-1. That's where we stand after 2 periods of play. Shots in the second period, all even at 9. So through 2 periods, the Blue Jackets have 21 shots. The Broncos 13. Saves in that second period, 7 for Tuin for a 2-period total of 10. 9 for Nemec for a 2-period total of 20. No penalties in that second period. It was penalty free. But the Blue Jackets are going to have to figure something out. They're going to have to score and score rather quickly because that, particularly that third goal, that second goal kind of pumped up the Broncos, but that third goal really got them pumped up, and they started to kind of dictate play a little bit. So the Blue Jackets are going to have to kind of just regroup a little bit, don't get rattled, and just stick to their game plan because it was working in the first period. Take another quick break, and we'll come back and we'll look at some of the other scores going on around in some of the area games. A lot happening over in Coleraine. We'll talk about that coming up next after 2 periods of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. It's International Falls 3, Hibbing Chisholm 1. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. And the Broncos are back out on the ice. We're just waiting for the Blue Jackets to come out. We'll get our third period underway. It's now after 2 over in Coleraine, and St. Cloud Cathedral has a 5-2 lead over Greenway. Roseau with a 3-1 lead over Grand Rapids. We'll see Roseau tomorrow afternoon. Here come the Blue Jackets out on the ice. They'll be moving right to left in period 3. And see what the Blue Jackets came up with here in between periods to maybe attack the net more or something so they can get something by the goaltender Mitchell Nemec, the sophomore. Doug Dietrich here, glad to have you along. Coming up here at about 9 o'clock on a Friday evening. Decent little crowd on hand for the home opener. A few folks even came down from the Falls. And here we go. All the Broncos, except for their starting five, are on the bench. Blue Jackets are headed there. Out for the Broncos. Up front's going to be Germain, Borger, and Palm. Back on D, Sari, and Glowak. For the Blue Jackets. They're going to go with Allison, Lund, and Edmonds. Back on D, it's going to be Anderson and Sanborn. And here we go. We're underway. Third period. Edmonds took a whack at it. And the Broncos have it momentarily. It's just tied up loose at center. Anderson comes away with it near his own blue line for the Blue Jackets. He'll circle around. He's ridden off the play by Borger. Faceoff comes out to neutral ice with 16:46 to go. Broncos with the lead, 3-1. Faceoff controlled by Allison and the Blue Jackets and knocked in by Lund in behind the Bronco net. Giving chase is Glowak. He's tied up. It was actually not Glowak. That was a Scholes shot. Sails over the top of the net. Centering pass. No one's home. And Nemec clears it back out to the left point. Slap shot by Anderson. Deflected into the right corner. And now it's cleared down the ice by the Broncos as it jumps over the stick of Sanborn at the right point. Anderson back to pick it up. He'll bank it off the far wall. It'll roll out to neutral ice. Palm has it. Tried to send it into the Blue Jackets zone, but it was knocked down or blocked by, I think, the referee's skate. Either way, from the right point, wrist shot sails wide from Scholes. Ooh, and taken away. And trying to skate towards the net. That could have been dangerous right there. Broncos out of their own zone. It's at center. With the puck is Wicklund. He's got a goal here tonight. He's going to skate in, cutting shot, and a goal. Wicklund's second goal. He came in from the left circle, kept it low to the ice again, and beat Tuin into that right corner. And it's 4-1. And this one's getting away from the Blue Jackets in a hurry here. Wicklund's second of the night and his fourth of the year. This will come at 1:25. Get the official scoring here coming up in a moment.
Straight goal for the Broncos, number 9, Brady Wicklund. Assisted by number 15, Braden Dremel. Wicklund from Dremel. Time of the goal.
So Dremel got the only assist on that, and there's an icing coming up here on the Blue Jackets. But that's the second of the night for Wicklund and his fourth on the year. Face off to the right of Nemec coming up. 15:18 to go. Blue Jackets are going to need to figure something out here and figure it out quick. They trail by 3. With the puck is Sorensen. Knocked off the play. Comes up to the blue line. Anderson sends it deep. And behind the net's Kaler. They'll work it up along the near boards to the left wing half wall. Smith tied up. Blue Jackets. Marshall came away with it. Then it's poked off his stick. Comes out to neutral and sent right back into the Broncos zone. But out they come really quickly. With it, Smith into the Blue Jackets zone. Sent around by Besh. It's going to come to the left wing half wall. Weak shot put on front. Besh with it momentarily, ridden off the play. Puck's into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Blue Jackets trying to clear. They do clear it down the ice. We'll get an icing coming up on the Blue Jackets. Got 14:35 to go in this contest. And the Blue Jackets find themselves down by 3 on that quick goal. Minute 25 into this period by Wickland, 4-1. Face-off controlled by the Broncos. Comes out to the blue line. Sorry shots deflected up and over the net. Both players overskated. Sent out front. High slot shot. And I don't think that actually got into to and from Erickson. Battle into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Lewis at the right circle. Deflected over near the left wing half wall. Avoiding the check was Borger. And now the Broncos dictating play here a little bit. Blue Jackets trying to come away with it. Now here's Allison in the center. Allison skates it across, sets it up, and a shot from the right circle by Lund. And I don't think that actually, they're going to say Nemec got a piece of that one. I thought maybe it may have gone high. That's an icing on the Broncos. But a nice wrist shot and a nice setup from Allison over to the right circle to Lund, who snapped off a shot. And Nemec got a piece of it. 13:43. Going this contest, the Broncos lead 4-1. They have not beaten the Blue Jackets since January of 2014. That consists of an 8-game winning streak for the Blue Jackets at the moment. Broncos control it. Off the face-off out of their own zone. Banked off the right wing board. Sets it up for Gonzalez. Gonzalez a goal! That actually may have deflected off Tuin, but it ended up under the crossbar. And it's now 5-1. And for Gonzalez, that's his third of the year. This will come at the 3:30 mark. And this one's officially turned pear-shaped.
Spreading goal for the Broncos, number 12, Ian Gonzalez. Assisted by number 9, Brady Wickland. And number 19, Joe Glowak. Gonzalez.
So Wickland and Glowak. So it's 5-1. 3-point night for Wickland. 4-point night for Wickland. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists. Brady Wickland, the sophomore forward, having a nice night here at our expense. 13 minutes to go, and it's a 5-1 Bronco lead. Tip down into the Blue Jackets zone. Line change for the Broncos as Rhodes picks it up for the Blue Jackets. And his pass was about chest high out to Hooger. Hooger had to catch it and knock it down. Rhodes back in his own zone. He'll set it up for Sanborn. Sanborn turns it over. Shot from the left circle, and it's just deflected wide. That shot was put on by Hell. Right wing half wall, it's Smith now from the corner. Smith with the puck. Tried to get the shot off, unable to do so. Taking a whack at it was Besh, but he couldn't get anything on it because that was blocked. Hooger sends it into the Broncos zone. They'll send it right back to the Blue Jacket blue line. 12-12 to go. Blue Jackets trail big now, 5-1. This one just got away from him here. Anderson rolls off his stick at center. Marshall had it poked off his stick. Broncos skating with purpose now with the 4-goal lead. Besh from the right wing half wall sails it high and wide. Tomberlin can't clear the zone. Picked up near the right wing half wall by Sanborn. He'll leave it for Sorensen. Marshall gets it out to neutralize. Picked up near the blue line by Benike. Cleared around. All the way back to the Bronco blue line. Sari will set it up. Long pass. That'll be icing. They tried to hit Borger at the Blue Jacket blue line. Couldn't connect. 11:15 to go. It's a 5-1 International Falls lead. .22-15 shots on goal. Broncos have only managed 15 shots. Problem is, 5 of them found the back of the net. That's not a good percentage. Basically, 1 out of every 3 shots is ending up behind you. Nice play by Rhodes to keep it alive. It's going to get deflected into the right corner of the Broncos zone. Behind the net, centering pass may have hit the back of the net. I like what Lund was doing because in front was Edmonds. Cleared down into the Blue Jackets zone. Rhodes will pick it up in his own right corner. Line change Broncos. Long pass tipped in by Allison. Couldn't quite control it at the blue line. And it's Erickson for the Broncos who flips it out to center. That was knocked down by Lehman. And then it's knocked out of play. .5-1 Broncos, 10:36 to go. Face off at center. Chicky wins the draw. Comes to Rhodes. He'll set it over to Lehman. Lehman's pass kind of tipped in by Hooger. Knocked off his stick, and quickly the other way. Here come the Broncos. It's Besh. Besh checked off the play, but right there was his teammate, Hell. Hell, a backhand from the right circle. Sails wide. Hooger checked on the play. Puck trickles out to neutral. Freider gathers it in. He's ridden off the play at the Bronco blue line, but he gives chase in behind the net. There's Chicky with it. Kind of trickles out in between the circles, and the Broncos come away with it. Out to center, poked away by Anderson. Right in front of the Bronco bench. Freider tried to work it ahead. They set it up. Freider, a goal. Nicely done. Nice work for Hooger, Chicky, and Freider. Makes it 5-2. Freider picks up his first goal of the year as well as his first varsity goal. But that was a nice play all around by that line of Edmonds, Freider, and Chicky. So with 9:45 to go, the Blue Jackets 5-2 lead. And a shot from the right circle by Germain and a save by Tuin.
Scoring the goal for your Blue Jackets with his first varsity goal, number 8, Blake Freider. He's assisted by number 23, Nathan Hooger, and number 19, Nick Chicky. Freider from Hooger and Chicky. Time of the goal, 7-10.
That was nice work by those three. Gives us some hope here. We're down by 3. 2-minute penalty coming up. 7:19 is the time of the penalty. I didn't see what it was. We'll find out. But the Blue Jackets on the third power play here tonight. It's interference on Borger. So Blue Jackets can score here. That would make a big difference. Here's Germain, cuts in, gets a shot off, and a big left pad save on a shorthanded attempt by the Broncos. Pushed out to the Bronco blue line. They're sorry with it. He'll just send it back to the Blue Jacket blue line. Blue Jackets trying to get something going here on this power play. They're 0 for 2 tonight. Blue Jackets have yet to score a power play goal this season. Minute 13 to go in the power play. 8:52 to go. It's a 5-2 Bronco lead. Cross ice pass from Lund to Anderson. Anderson circles the Bronco net. Sets it up right wing half wall Lund. Out to the blue line. Rhodes has to send it deep. Couldn't pull the trigger on it. In behind the net is Anderson. Trying to set it up right in front to Allison. Allison tried to get to it and is still loose. Left circle. Edmonds not much on it and easily directed away by Nemec. Along the inboards in the Broncos zone. Sari avoids a Lund check. Edmonds there as well. Now Allison is 2. 30 seconds to go in the power play for the Blue Jackets. 8:10 to go in the game. Broncos with a 5-2 lead. Sari comes away with it. He'll just bank it off the right wing boards all the way down in the Blue Jackets zone. Rhodes back to pick it up. Blue Jackets will change their power play unit. Broncos change their penalty kill unit. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Out to center. Pass hits a Broncos skate. Now it's carried across by Chicky. Chicky cuts in, left circle, and he couldn't really get much of a backhand shot off, and it sailed by. Right circle, a shot. Comes loose, and a shot put on by Hooger. And now the net comes off its mooring. Got 7.5 to go. It's a 5-2 Bronco lead. Shots 26-16 in favor of the Blue Jackets. Bronco lead. Face off to the left of Nemec. Kept alive at the blue line by Anderson. Shot by Hooger from the right circle. Another save by Nemec. Out to the blue line. Sanborn slap shot. Bounces wide. Comes all the way up near the left point. Anderson kept it alive. And now the Broncos have it. They get it to the Blue Jacket blue line. Nice move by Palm. Palm comes in, sets it up in front for Germain. He couldn't pull the trigger as he had Anderson on him. Ryder tried to clear it, comes up high. There's Palm's shot that's deflected up and out of play. 6:54 to go. Time's becoming a factor for the Blue Jackets. They trail by 3, 5-2. Face off to the right of Tuitt. Marshak on the draw with Dremel. Blue Jackets come away with it. Rhodes circles his own net. That's off the skate of Sorensen. And a backhand shot put on from the left circle. And another save by Tuitt. Into the right corner. Now it's at the right wing half wall in the Blue Jackets zone. And a shot put on from the half wall by Wicklund. 4-point night for the Bronco. 2 goals and 2 assists. Blue Jackets can't clear. Now it's finally poked out to neutral ice and sent right back into the Blue Jackets zone by Dremel. Loose puck. Grab for the Blue Jackets by Lehman. Unable to clear. Lehman battles in the left corner. He'll work it up to Tomberlin. Tomberlin now out to center. That pass was well in front of Sorensen. Intercepted at the Bronco blue line. Carried down by Beneke and dumped into the Blue Jackets zone. Broncos will do a line change. Knocked off the stick of Tomberlin. And the Broncos get it into the Blue Jackets zone. Breakaway coming in. Shot hits the post from the slot from Justin Besch, the junior. We got a penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets. It's a tripping call. And the Broncos will go on their third power play. It's going off as Rhodes. Come at 11:15. Blue Jackets trail by 3 with 5:44 to go and counting. Out there to kill the penalty for the Blue Jackets, it's Allison, Sanborn, Lund, and Anderson. Right wing half ball sent a little deeper. Here's Palm with it. Right circle. Palm gets it out to the blue line to go at. Back to Palm. Cross ice. They tried to work it over. Knocked down. Shot put on and a goal. Unreal. That time it was Germain. He knocked it down and then got the shot off. And Germain's going to get the goal. I believe that's Germain. Or is it Wicklund? That's Wicklund. He's got the hat trick. Power play goal for Wicklund. Third of the game, 5th of the night, or 5th of the year.
Scoring the power play goal
4:49.
Assisted by number 21, Sutton Hall, and number 6, Jackson Jermaine.
It was Jermaine on the assist and Palm on the assist. Wickland gets a hat trick. He's got 5 points tonight. It's 6-3 with 5:05 to go. And unable to hold the zone at the left point was Carter Jermaine. Picked up right circle, shot put on and a save. As Chicky got the shot off. 28-19, shots on goal in favor of the Blue Jackets, but they just have not been able to get really anything behind sophomore goaltender Mitchell Nemec. Face off to the left of Nemec, and it's going to roll in on him off the face-off. He'll just reach down and freeze it. They'll do it again to his left. 4:48 to go. 6-2. Broncos with the lead. Tied up in the circle. Rolls near the half wall. Sent him behind the net. Travis Kaler with it. He'll send it right back to his teammate. Turned over right circle. With it's Hooger. Hooger tried to get it in front. Chipped wide by Freider in the slot. Into the right corner of the Broncos zone. 4:25 to go. Blue Jackets trail 6-2. Tied up right wing half wall. Coming away with it. Chicky sets it up. Hooger gets the shot away as he goes down from the right side, and him and Borger going at it. Hooger right back in front of the net. Play continues in behind the Bronco net. Hooger tries to do the backhand shots, taken away by Borger. Borger just puts it out to neutral ice with 3:55 to go. Chicky from his own zone. It's going to be tipped in by Hooger. Line change Blue Jackets. We're down to 3:45. 6-2 International Falls. And it jumps over the stick of Lehman at his own blue line, but Anderson's there to gather it in. He'll circle the net, trying to work up the far side. Gave that little embellish thing going on, and now got some festivities between Besh and Anderson. They'll both probably head off to the box. Or are they not going to call anything? Oh, yeah. Nope, they're not going to. So it was just an offside with a little fun thrown in. Carried into the Blue Jacket zone by Smith. He's instantly checked by Rhodes. Starting to get a little chippy here with 3:20 to go. 6-2. Meanwhile, the Blue Jackets come away with it. Here's Sorensen working down the left wing. He's got Marshall on his right. His shot zips wide on a wrister. And whipping on the slap shot attempt from the right point is Rhodes. Sorensen tried to tip it into the Broncos zone. Got 2:55 to go. Glowak with it. Banks it off the left wing boards into the Blue Jacket zone. Sorensen tries to clear. He does get it out into the Broncos zone with 2:43 to go. Glowak. Long pass to center to Dremel. Jumped into the Blue Jacket zone by Wickland. And we got a rough coming up on Allison. This will come at 14:28. Power play number 4 for the Broncos. They're 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. Face off to the right of Tuin with 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Sent into the left corner.
2-minute minor break during contact to the head.
Gonzalez. Bouncing puck, and it's cleared to Chicky at center. Chicky to the blue line, sets it up. Trying to cut in with Rhodes. His backhand goes wide. 2:08 to go in the game. 6-2 Broncos. They're on the power play for another minute 30. Carried across offside. Well, it's a fair assumption to say that the 8-game winning streak against the Broncos is going to come to a halt here tonight. Broncos last beat the Blue Jackets in this building, 1-0 on January 30th of 2014. Minute and a half to go in the power play, 2:01 to go in the game. Face off right outside the Blue Jacket blue line on the offside. Ryder on the draw. Dremel. Ryder comes away with it, banked off the left wing boards. He'll give chase down into the Broncos zone. Ties up with Kaler along the end wall. Dremel to Kaler. Kaler stops behind the Bronco net with 1:45 to go in the game. Minute 13 to go in the power play. That pass is behind Dremel, but he'll tip it into the Blue Jacket zone. Rhodes picks it up into his own right corner. Rhodes clearing attempt, hits a skate, bounces right back into the right corner, and then it's golfed down the ice with a little assist from Fryder at his own blue line to get it down into the Broncos zone. Minute 25 to go and counting. 6-2 Broncos. 50 seconds to go in the Bronco power play. Coming up in our post-game show, that was right on net. And then just reaching down is Nemec to freeze it. Minute 12 to go. 40 seconds in that power play. Coming up here at our post-game show, we'll review all the game stats here. Plus, we'll see if we can't get updated on some of them scores. And also stick around for our Herbert's and Gerbert's Sandwich Shops Player of the Game. It's all coming up next on our post-game show. Face off to the right of Nemec with 1:12 to go. Knocked into the left corner. Glowacz with it. Tied up by Tomberlin. And coming away with it's Wicklund. He's got a hat trick and 2 assists tonight. Wicklund shot save. Puck loose in front. 2 and didn't know where it was, and we got a whistle. Under a minute to go. 55 seconds. 24 of those will be a Bronco power play. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. Here's Tomberlin. He's the center ice. Tries to stick handle across the blue line. Marshall there to help him out. Slap shot. Sails just wide from Edmonds from out near the left point. 8 seconds to go in that power play. 37 seconds to go in the game. Cross ice, the Palm. Try to set up his teammate. 26 seconds to go in the game. Back out to the blue line. Slap shot sails wide from the left circle from Germain. Then cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. Glowacz back to pick it up. Being chased by Sorensen. In behind the net is Germain. 8 seconds to go. Intercepted by Fryder. He's got a goal tonight. Takes a shot. Sails just wide from the left circle. He was going top shelf. Hey, we got some festivities going on over across the way at the buzzer at the right wing half wall. And it's all said and done. And the Blue Jackets drop this one to the Broncos here tonight on a big third period for International Falls, outscoring the Blue Jackets 3-1 to get the victory tonight. Our final score here is the Broncos 6 and the Blue Jackets 2. With the loss, Blue Jackets 3-0 on the season, and the Broncos improved to 2-3-0. Our post-game show is next. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey right here on 106.3 WFG.